Now, the one thing I was learning in my studies, reading up on you, brushing up for this interview, I did not know you wrestled for, like, as a fan, I was probably about like 10, 11 at the time. I had no idea you wrestled for New Japan back in the mid
Yeah,
90s.
I wrestled there. I was, I think, 20 years old, 21 for New Japan. I was in the Super J Cup. I think 95 was it?
Yeah,
I wrestled with Benoit and Guerrero and Dean Malenko and Kanemoto, Otani, and all those guys.
Now, how was that experience? Now, how was the style different from Japan than the European style of wrestling? Like, what was the main difference? Was there any changes to your style you had to adapt to, especially wrestling in New Japan in the mid '90s, which was so hot for junior heavyweight wrestling?
Well, since my dad was on a regular base in New Japan, he wrestled many years for New Japan, and he told me a lot about it. And he told me, kid, when you ever go over there, fight back in the moment you step in the ring. You have to really show them what you're all about. And that's what I did. I mean, I went in the ring and I just kicked ass, and I really enjoyed it because I like the tough style. I like the sports, the old school style. I like the hard sport. And since I did a lot of amateur wrestling and submission wrestling, which my dad told me, and I like that style. There's less entertainment at that time, more sport, and that's similar to the European style, and so I enjoyed it really much.
I just love reading about the story. It all came to fruition back in '95, I believe, at WCW, and I'm jumping all over the place. I think I'm touching from topic to topic. I apologize. You wrestling Koji Kanemoto at WCW Starrcade back in '95. Now, how was that experience for you, especially in the States, wrestling a very feared junior heavyweight style wrestler on pay-per-view?
There's a funny story to it. I wrestled many times Kanemoto in Japan when I was over there, and he's a very feared opponent, and he really very stiff, and he really, he just eats up people. And I watched him many times, the matches before I had my first match against him, and I thought to myself, well, okay, you're not gonna do that to me. And so, it was a really good, tough match, but it wasn't a match like he usually has with his opponents, and the office was really pissed at him for that. And Kanemoto was very mad, and he asked the office to train like, I don't know, 4 months or 5 months in a row, like every night, 30, 45-minute match to get in shape because he knew he going to go against me at Starrcade. And I didn't know that at the time. Somebody else told me, but I tried always to fly to Germany on Christmas.
Yeah.
And when you're home at Christmas in Germany, you eat a lot of food, a lot of fat food, a lot of cookies and all that stuff. I didn't train for a week. I flew back for Starrcade, and jet lag, no training for a week, all that junk food. And then I saw the card for the night, and I saw Kanemoto, and then somebody sticked me, hey, listen, that kid prepared a long time for that match. And I said, oh shit, So I was very, It was a very hard match because I didn't prepare that much for that. I used to be always in a good physical shape. Just on Christmas I used to turn it down a little bit, and then I had that match, but it still was okay. I remember. I really enjoyed it. I mean, like I said, I like that style. I have a lot of respect for Kanemoto, what he achieved, and he's a great wrestler. And I had fun. It was tough, but I had fun. I was blown up afterwards, but I had fun.